width apart. I want the palms up, facing out. Lightly grip those dumbbells, and we're going to release the shoulders down. Now, as you bring them overhead, I want you to squeeze that core nice and tight. So yes, you're going to feel this in your shoulders a little bit, but I want your mind to be in that core. We're going to call this one a little bit of our warm-up, but it's going to get a little spicy, even with these light dumbbells. Inhale, exhale down. And finish up on the way down. Take those legs to a nice wide sumo stance. Bring those dumbbells up just behind your ears. Fingertips behind the ears if you're not using your dumbbells. And drive that elbow down to the side. Core in. Now as you go to the side, I want you to take just half an inch and come forward a little bit. It's ever so slight. I want to make sure that you're not just going straight down to the side. Three, two, and back to center. Release those arms down, roll those shoulders. All right, dumbbells are into the front. We're going to start and stop here right just below chest. Take it down to the hip, back to center. So think of these as your standing Russian twist or oblique twist. So this is the last move in our triple set. We're going to run through this 3 more times. First round is practice. Last one, release those arms, bring those feet back in, work to our around the world again. Shoulder roll. Palms facing out. Drive that belly button in, standing up nice and tall. Here we go, a little bend in the elbow. As you bring those arms overhead, drive that belly button in. Don't forget to breathe. Last one, step out nice and wide, sumo. Release those arms. I love a big shoulder roll in between. Hands behind the ears. Again, release the shoulders down. Drive that belly button in. Let's engage that core before we get started. And elbows down. Back to center, release the arms. Bring those dumbbells together. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, engage that core. Oblique twist. Keep those elbows tucked in. Breathe. Exhale as you rotate. You're looking for that exhale rotation. Last one. Reset. Walk it back in. Here we go. Round 3, around the world. Big shoulder roll, palms facing forward. Drive that core in. And around the world we go. Making sure you're not just going through the motions here. Truly engage those abs. 3, 2, give me one more. And release it down, walk it out. Hands behind the ears. Drive the belly button in. Exhale as you drive that elbow down and just ever so slightly forward. Big inhale, up. Release it down. Walk those feet back in. And dumbbells right below the chest. Drive the core, belly button in, rotate. Sorry, walk those feet out. I don't know why I brought them in. Finishing up round 3 here, we just got one more to go. Heading down to the mat for this next round, or the next triple set. 3, 2, walk it back in now. This time you walk it in. Big shoulder roll. Palms facing out. Drive the core in. Stand up nice and tall. Last time through. As you bring those arms overhead, drive that belly button in. Feel it engage from the belly button all the way down to that pelvic area. One more. And release it down. Walk it out. Big shoulder roll. Take those hands behind the head. Drive the core. Elbows down. Three, two, last one. All right, walk those feet in just a little bit. Roll, shoulder roll. Drive the core and oblique twist. As soon as we're done here, I'm going to give you that 40 seconds to transition. Grab a sip of water. We're going to head down to the mat. Three, and last one. All right, bring your dumbbells with you. Again, those are going to be optional, but I want you to have them close in case you feel like you are ready to level up. Exercise. All right, you are recovering. Do whatever you'd like in this next 20-ish seconds. I'm going to walk you through what's coming up next. First movement, you got your feet flat on the mat. Bringing those dumbbells with you. You're going to start with them right here at your shoulders. You're going to crunch, driving those elbows up. And as you do that, you're going to lift one leg. So let's test the mind and the body. Lift, reach for that calf, come back down. Lift, and come back down. I really want to make sure you are driving that back into the mat. It's a crunch, just like we would do. So that leg is just a bonus. Let's go. Crunch, lift, down. Crunch, lift. So crunch first, and then give me a little leg lift. Crunch, lift, down. If you're not using a dumbbell, it looks exactly the same. Last one. Legs are straight. You're going to come up reaching for the shin on the opposite leg. Drive it back down, alternate sides. Let's go. Push that lower back into the mat. If you have any neck issues, you can do this without lifting up those shoulders. Just really try to kind of meet in the middle a little bit. Roll onto your side, the last one. One dumbbell needed only. Again, optional. Leg all the way down on this one. Elbow is facing that ceiling. As we come up, we're gonna drive that elbow towards your hip. So this hand that's on the ground, this arm that is straight, I want you to push into that palm. Just kind of really elevate you as high as you can, getting every single inch in. We've got less than 10 seconds and I just want you to roll over. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side for 30. Last one, you just roll over. I'm gonna flip. Starting in 5. Here we go. Again, trying to get every inch up. If you don't want to use your dumbbell, it looks exactly the same. Drive that elbow through to the hip. This is the last one in our triple set, and then we're gonna go again. Starting with that weighted crunch leg raise. 3, 2, last one. 10 seconds, roll back onto that back. Crunch, leg raise. Here we go, crunch. Try hard not to do both at the same time. I catch myself sometimes too. Crunch, lift. Last one, recover. Legs are out. Remember, we're going opposite leg. Push that lower back into the mat. Here we go. Visualize those abs lifting your leg up. Three, 2, and roll onto your side. Here we go again. You got 10 seconds. All right, let's go. Drive that elbow. Are you breathing? Exhale. I'm sorry. Inhale as you drive that elbow to that hip. Exhale as you come back. Roll on over, other side. Here we go. Oops. I added a little leg lift there all of a sudden. I don't know why. Last one. Weighted crunch leg raise, round 3. Here we go, crunch. Extend that leg. Abs should be feeling a little spicy right about now. One more crunch and extend those legs out. Heels down, toes facing the ceiling. Push that lower back into the mat, engage that core. Here we go. If you can, get those shoulders off the mat, meeting in the middle. Great if you're flexible and you can get that leg all the way back, but I need you to crunch up and knead it. The last one, roll over onto your side. Starting now, let's do this. Roll over, other side. Okay, here we go. 30 seconds. Three, two, and we've got one more round. Let's crush this last one. Here we go. Crunch, extend. Last one, extend those legs all the way out, heels down, toes up, push that lower back into the mat, release those shoulders, and let's meet that shin. Keep pushing that lower back. Make sure there's no space there. Last one, roll over onto your side. Okay, last time through. Let's try to get every single inch we can get. Driving that elbow towards the hip. Push off that hand that's on the ground. Keep that breathing. And roll on over, other side. Last time through. Last exercise in this triple set. Switching things up just a little bit after this. Here we go. Pushing through 20 seconds. I'm going to give you a 40-second recovery after this to transition as I walk you through the next two exercises. We're going to do two supersets. So we're going to break these up into two. Last one. All right, great work. You do not need your dumbbells for these next four exercises. Go ahead and grab a sip of water. These are a bit of active recovery, stretching, especially this first one. You're gonna be like, this is an exercise, this isn't a stretch. I want you to be very mindful and intentional about what we're doing here. These are mostly posture and core strengthening exercises together. So we're gonna start with an alternating plank row. So I want your hands underneath your shoulders. If you need to modify, you walk those knees out. Give yourself some space. Otherwise, we are driving that core core in, of course, driving the elbow up towards the ceiling, alternate sides. Let's go. Try to keep that torso down. Facing the mat, so there's no big rotation here. Be intentional about placing those wrists right underneath your shoulders. We're going to head right down onto our stomach after this in 3, 2, last one. All right, onto your stomach. We've got a Superwoman variation. I'm going to face you so you can see. Take those hands just behind your ears. I want you to lift the shoulders up. Point, point, bring it back, lift again. Here we go. Point, point, behind the ears, one at a time, lift again. Lift again. These are Superwoman pointers. Last one. Here we go. Going back to those alternating plank rows. In 5. Here we go. Breathing. Keep going. Last one, knees down, onto your stomach. Hands behind those ears. Lift up just a little bit. And let's go. Point it, bring it back, lift. Last one here, point, point, behind the ears, lift. All right, let's go through again. One more time. We're doing 3 rounds of these. When I look at my mat, sometimes it makes me dizzy. It's crazy. Here we go. Last time through. Almost. 3, 2, 1. Onto that belly. Stretching those arms out, legs out. Hands behind the ears. Lift up ever so slightly. Let's point it. Point, point. And think of it almost like a reverse crunch here. All right, we're going to slow things down after this and stay right where you're at. So I want your arms to come all the ways out to diagonals. We're going to bend one leg. I want you to reach leg back on towards that toe, towards the ground behind you. So these are called scorpions, depending on how flexible you are. Some of you are going to be able to go all the way back and tap that toe. Some of you might just go to here. This is a great starting point though. Keep those hands flat on the ground. Last one, let's go ahead and switch it up other side. Our muscles should be nice and warm. So this is definitely more of a static, can be more of an active static, we'll call it. In other words, you can take those muscles a little bit past that point of just being careful. I want you to work on really stretching it. Last one here. Walk those hands in. Give me a child's pose. You're going to love this one. All I want you to do is get into that child's pose. Lean back onto those heels. Take those arms all the way forward. And hold. So we're going to hold 30 seconds here. I'm going to ask you to hold 30 seconds to the left and 30 seconds to the right. And we're going to repeat that one more time through. That's it. Forehead on the mat. And all I need you to do now is keep that lower body the same and walk those arms out to the left. And same thing, hold. All right, lift up, walk those hands all the way over to the right now. Same thing, head, forehead down. Back to center. I promise I didn't fall asleep on you. All right, lay back onto that stomach. We're going to go back to those scorpions. Hands out, palms flat. Lift up one leg. Push those abs into the mat and then back. Like this side, I can't get all the way over. Other side I can. So just be mindful that one side is going to be a little bit more flexible than the other. This is if you're someone that really likes goals that are non-skill victory goals, and you're working on your flexibility, this is an awesome one to work on. Back to center, kind of reset here. Lift up that foot. Let's go.